Hey guys, welcome back to another Tuesday video with your host GG Adams. Now, this is my top 10 favourite films. Now guys, sorry I'm back on this, my phone is currently not working right now and it is in the shop. So I am back on this, but it's still got the fan problem as you can probably hear in this video. But you guys said you didn't mind it, so that's why I'm done back with it right now. But you can still see me, can't you? So that's good. So guys, I'm going to start with 10 to 1 with the films. So number 10 will be Resident Evil. Now Resident Evil the movie, might I add, is absolutely amazing. It was when it came out. Mila Jovovich was the star. We didn't really know who she was. She was more of a model before she became an actress. I use my hands a lot, as you can probably notice. And yeah, but it was absolutely amazing. They portrayed it so well. It was kinda like maybe the second game more than the first game, the movie. And Eric Manibus was in it, James Purefoy, Colin Salmon, Michelle Rodriguez, the great Michelle Rodriguez. I mean, it was so well, but then something happened in 2004, and which was 15 years ago, I had dies. Makes you feel old, doesn't it? And then something happened and it went really bad. They just got worse and worse and worse, the films. Like, they ended up doing things that weren't even in, sorry about the sun behind me, that weren't even in the games. Like, if they stuck to the games, they would have done it justice, but they really didn't. And that one that's out recently, the final chapter, I think it's called, I did watch it, and I have to say I was disappointed. I don't expect to see that much CGI in one film. It just didn't work for me. Now guys, if you're wondering why I am dressed like a marathon runner and with bones hanging out, I was teaching a client just before I done this video and I hadn't had time to change it, and it's all a bit sweaty, as you probably noticed. We were on the treadmill together and she was a really good laugh actually. I'll go into that in the video on another topic, what I do for a fitness episode. If you want, I can do that, might be fun. And so guys, back to the films. Number 9 is Dirty Grandpa. Now Dirty Grandpa is hysterical. It made me in stitches. Robert De Niro and Zac Efron are the stars. They're meant to be uncle and nephew, I think. And I have to say, oh my god, so funny. Robert De Niro is such a dirty creep, and it's so amazing actually. Oh my god, I recommend you watch these films guys, because they really are good films. Dirty, it's just, I can't, and I have nothing else to really say on it. It's just so good, and Robert De Niro is such a good actor. Number 8 is Inception. Now Inception was criticised by a lot of people actually because of its time travel scenario, but I think it was really good. Leonardo DiCaprio was one of my idols. He is so amazing actor. He's so talented. I've actually met Leonardo DiCaprio, and I have to say, he's absolutely amazing guy. Like, you can't ask for a more friendlier person to meet, you know. So Ellen Page is also in Inception. She played Jodie in Beyond Two Souls, the game I've just finished yesterday, and I loved that game and I loved Inception. So Ellen Page, if you're watching, which you probably never will, but you never know, thank you for everything you've done for my channel, so you've really boosted it. Thank you. Guys, number 7 is Insidious. Now, Insidious is a horror film. 2010 it was released, and it starred Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, Lin Shaye, Lee Wynell, and so on and so forth. We're not going to go through the whole cast, and it basically, spoiler, they have to save their son from a demon that's trying to possess them, and it's really done well and done proper. Like, Patrick Wilson and Lin Shaye together are oh my god, like, so amazing, you know. Lin Shaye is Magda, I think her name is, from Something About Mary. But you wouldn't think that she played that role because she's such down to earth and Insidious, which is another role. And I just love the creativity that actors bring. I really, really like that in an actor. So guys, Insidious was one of the top 10 horror films of 2010, so I recommend you watch it if you want to do so. Mitty XOXO, watch it, because I know you love your horror films, Mitty. Sorry about that, guys, there's something up with this, isn't there? Number 6 is The Dark Knight. Now, The Dark Knight is so good. Christian Bale and Heath Ledger, oh my god, like, Heath Ledger's had questionable roles with Brokeback Mountain and such. If you haven't seen Brokeback Mountain, I recommend don't watch it with your kids. If you've got kids, don't watch it. But Heath Ledger as Jota, he won an Oscar for it, and oh my god, I miss him, I won't admit, he's a good actor. He was a brilliant actor actually, and the way he portrayed the Jota, the smile, the hair, the charisma, the creativity, everything about him just screamed Jota. And people say that he got depressed with that role, but I really don't see that. He was into drugs and that a lot, so I think it was maybe that set him off, you know. So guys, number 5, number 5 already, we're only 7 minutes in, is It. Now It, I've got the pop figurine of it right there and looking at it right now. It's an absolutely amazing film. Bill Skarsgård and Tim Curry have both played it. Bill Skarsgård played it in the 2017 version and Tim Curry in the 1990 version. And I have to say they both really done it justice. Like, so well done. I'd say probably Syria would be Tim Curry because I've got a few of his clowns and his looks more like a clown than the Bill Skarsgård one, and I have to say Tim Curry served me as a child for like 5 years or something, and I will admit it still serves me to this day a little bit. I can watch the Bill Skarsgård one because it doesn't really look like a clown. There's a lot of CGI involved in that one, so he still is a clown, but like a different sort. So it's not as scary, you know. And so number 5 was It. Number 4, Skyfall. Now I am a big James Bond fan. I love my James Bond films. They're absolutely so good. This one stars Daniel Craig, of course, Javier Bardem, Judi Dench, and so on and so forth. Absolutely amazing, and it's the first James Bond film that's actually made me cry, because when, spoiler alert, Judi Dench dies and she's M and Daniel Craig's holding her, it's so sad, like, and so unexpected as well. Like, they've done it really justice, and I suppose that's how Ralph Fiennes takes over in the most recent one, Spectre I think it's called, and whatever one Danny Boyle is directing, if it is still Danny Boyle. Anyway, Javier Bardem's such a good Bond baddie, like, he's so good. He plays like a kind of homophobic baddie, like, he's pure, like, weird, just really weird. I'd probably say the worst Bond baddie for me would probably be Schwambert, the one from, what do you call that film? The one with Jaws in it. And he gets the metal shot in his face. I can't remember the name of the film. Was it For Your Eyes Only or something, maybe? Oh wait a minute, I've got it. It's The Spy Who Loved Me. That's the one I'm talking about. Spy Who Loved Me is probably the worst Bond baddie, to be honest, because he's so boring. Like, we've had that before. Blofeld was like that. And guys, if you aren't a fan of James Bond, just tune out here. I really love it. Favourite Bond favourite Bond would probably be Daniel Craig, because Daniel Craig, he's such a good Bond. He looks like he'd be good as James Bond. I think the next James Bond will be maybe Tom Hiddleston, because I can see Tom Hiddleston on that role, or Henry Cavill, Superman. Henry Cavill I can also see on that role. Now, people are saying it's going to be Idris Elba. I don't see Idris Elba as James Bond, to be honest. What are your thoughts on that, Dice, if you like James Bond? So moving on, I've been talking about that. Number 3, 300. 300? Yeah. And stars Gerard Butler and Lena Headey and Rodrigo Santoro, which I love his name, by the way. Absolutely amazing film. My dad actually recommended it to me, and I have to say he done it justice, because so good. It gives you a lot of knowledge about the background of what the Spartans and the Romans and the Greeks and all that went through, and how a group of soldiers, the 300, died at Athens, and every one of them died. Like, that's mind blowing for me. I know I'm talking about a bit of geek here, but that's just mind blowing for me. It really is, and I have to say, 300 would be a good film to watch, like in schools, like maybe primary school or something. Like P7 of course, not like P1. So do want to see people getting their head chopped off, and P1, believe me, I'm not that sick. But like P6, P7 would be a good educational benefit for kids, I think. And I recommend you watch that, guys. So if you like educational films, that's your film. Number 2, now this one's caused me a lot of controversy. It is The Hunger Games. I'm a big Hunger Games fan. I'm not really a Twilight fan, to be honest. You guys are. Completely get your reasons. I've seen both of them. I've seen all of them. And I have to say The Hunger Games is much better. I'm sorry. Because it's so really good. Jennifer Lawrence is my babe. Peter Millar, Josh Lawrence or something I think his name is, or Josh Hutcherson, that's it. He is so good in that as well. They just rekindle each other. Is so well done. Liam Hemsworth is also Chris Hemsworth, who is Thor in the Avengers. His brother is also in it, and I never knew he was married to Miley Cyrus. I never knew that. And I'm really surprised at that, because they don't really suit each other, but they seem to be happy, so congrats to them. And Hunger Games, oh my god. First one, brilliant. Second one, Catching Fire, brilliant as well. Third one, a wee bit on the YT, you don't quite know what that means. And the fourth one, back to brilliant again, with Alma, Julianne Moore gets shot. Spoiler, there's a lot of spoilers in this, guys, by the way. Donald Sutherland, one of the all-time favourite actors and father of Kiefer Sutherland, is an amazing actor in it as well. A lot of shots, a lot of twists and turns in it, which I love in a film. If it doesn't have that, you're not my sort of film. And guys, the number one pick. Woo! We're at number one already. Number one is Get Out. Now, it's a recent film, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's a psychological horror, and oh my god, so well done. What's the guy's name again? Daniel Kaluuya or something, and the twists and turns in this film are really well done, and it's so unexpected what happens in it. Like, I was lost in track a little bit because of how engrossed I was in it. I literally was at a deer in headlights watching this film. Just saying. It's so well done. I've watched it 6 times since it came out. It's so well done. I actually went to see the same movie, which was directed by the same guy that done Get Out. It's called Us. I went to see it with a friend, and we both really enjoyed it. And I recommend you watch that when it comes out as well. If you haven't don't see it in the cinemas, go watch it. I also went to see, this is beside the point, I also went to see Shazam, and I have to say I wasn't really impressed by it. It kind of dragged on a little bit for me. And I am a big superhero fan, and for a superhero movie, I just felt it didn't do it justice. I'm sorry for all the Shazam fans out there, but it's not for me, I don't think. Batman is my all-time favourite. If a new Batman film comes out, as long as it isn't Ben Affleck, I'll be fine with Batman. I'm trying to think who would be good playing Batman. Maybe Tom Hardy or something. I know he played Bane in the Dark Knight Rises, but I think he'd be good Batman. So guys, I'm going to read them from 10 to 1 fast this time. Resident Evil, Dirty Grandpa, Inception, Insidious, Dark Knight, It, Skyfall, 300, Hunger Games, and Get Out. Now you can see them there. Well, you can see them there. Okay. And sorry about the glare. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Like, that fan noise is really annoying, to be honest. And guys, I'm going to get out of these sweaty clothes, and I am very damp right now, and that is not a good look. Like, with shirtless underneath it, like, not a good look. And guys, I hopefully will see you soon, and thank you so much for watching this. Remember, I'm watching full, and share and like, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope we can continue next week. Next week's video will be, and I say it in advance, next week's video will be top 10 worst movies I've ever seen, and I've got a few belters on that one. So guys, stay tuned for more, and leave a like, and I'll see you soon. GG is